So the survey, thank you very much for choosing Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated. We are providing a product survey for players to send us their thoughts in order to improve the quality of our services. We would very much appreciate it if you could take the time to answer our survey. We apologize, but this survey is only available in English. Now, what you can do is when you click this button, it takes you to the browser with your ID intact. If you want to go ahead and use a browser to complete the survey, you just need to make sure that in the URL of the browser that your Treasure Cruise ID is actually present. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You got to be careful about that. I have it up here on the side, which we are going to go through right now. All right, here we go. How would you rate your satisfaction with One Piece Treasure Cruise? 0 being dissatisfied, 10 being satisfied. I don't think anyone realistically could rank Treasure Cruise as a 10 out of 10. I don't think you could always be perfectly satisfied with the game. That being said though, I'd say I'm probably around the mid-region. I'm probably about a 6. Because while I think the game is in a decent spot, like a 5 or a 6, I think that there is definitely a lot of room for improvement, you know? Regarding Treasure Cruise, how do you feel about the following points? The entertainment value, I'd say I'm relatively entertained. I'm relatively entertained. The systems, the rules, and the tutorial clarity. The in-game tutorials are fine, but the thing is that people don't read. So I do think they need to do a better job at doing the in-game tutorials. Luckily, we have the Lesson Time series, so make sure to go ahead and check that out. I think that it's not great. They need to do a better job at this. And systems and rules, I'm not really too sure on how specific they're meaning by this. Feeling of achievement. Do you feel you can continue playing without getting bored? Yes. Personally, I am that type of player that I can continue playing without getting bored. I do think that they should experiment and innovate for sure, but like I don't really feel bored that much playing Treasure Cruise, only during treasure maps really. Balance and difficulty. Oh, the balance and the economy of the game, the classic scenario. Honestly, I think it's pretty okay. I think a lot of people complain that there's not enough difficult content, but I do think that Grand Voyage scratches that itch for a lot of players. I know that a lot of people want more difficult content, but you gotta remember, you have to balance it with people that are just getting into the game. And I think it's okay at the moment, to be honest. Time, frequency, and responsiveness for loading and downloads. Oh, dude, this is bad. The loading and downloads in Global Treasure Cruise is so garbage. With the way that it actually works is that the closer you are to their headquarters is the faster your downloads are. So basically, if you're not in like Japan or Korea, your download times are awful. So it's actually garbage. Yeah, it's bad. In-game layout, home screen, battle screen. I'm actually very satisfied with it. I don't think there's too many issues with the layout per se. No issues there. Multiplayer functions, PvP, guilds, co-op matching. Guilds. Guilds. This is a very generic question here. I think that currently, I think that they could do a lot better. They could do a lot better in terms of the multiplayer functions. They need to probably give us a little bit more to do with our alliances. I think that would be awesome. And PvP, referring to Pirate Rumble, definitely needs some tweaking in my opinion. Communication features with other players. Guilds, chat feature, item trading. Yeah, look, this is the most generic input question I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, the communication features are terrible. They're really, really bad. Next. If you selected satisfied or more satisfied than not for entertainment value, please explain your reasons. It's one of the best components is the visual effects of Treasure Cruise do look good. I'm a big fan of those. But it's the actual content and the act of playing the game that needs fixing. How do you feel about the following points? Amount of in-game content. Okay, yeah, dissatisfied. They need to give us more things to do because the consistent cycle of, you know, Rumble, Treasure Map, Kizuna, Turtle Farm, it's too bland. They need something to spice it up every now and again. And while I do know that they do give us the occasional arena and the occasional clash, they need to give us more of them. It just is what it is. We just need more. Reproduction of original work. Honestly, that is good. This is actually probably one of their best points. They're very good at doing this, so I'm glad, and I feel confident here in being satisfied in this point. Production quality, graphics, sound effects, etc. I think they're really good. There are definitely some components that they need to tweak. Like, it's not perfect, but they do a pretty good job. in-game summoning and recruiting feature. I think I'm dissatisfied with this one. I think that there are definitely a couple points that they need to fix with summoning, like the animations need to be tweaked. They need to probably update some of the steps in a lot of these generic Sugos. It would be awesome if they updated some of the friend point pools as well, like made it more accessible to get boosters and stuff like that. Login bonuses and rewards for clearing stages. Honestly, like this is pretty decent. If you guys see like turtle farming events, like Chopperman missions, typically when you look at them, the rewards that you get are actually pretty good. Login bonuses are also actually pretty good. You can't really complain too much there, but the content and the summoning probably needs tweaking for sure. How do you feel about the following points? Frequently asked questions and help feature clarity. Wait, there's a frequently asked questions feature in Treasure Cruise? I'm just gonna say not satisfied. Information posted on the websites. I think that this is like good because they do actually give us stage breakdowns of the Kizunas and stuff, which I think like what more could you really ask for, right? There's really not more you could ask for. I think this is perfectly fine. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good. And the level of dedication on the part of the development team. No, they need to do a little bit more work. It is what it is. It's not good enough. If you say dissatisfied or more dissatisfied than not for level of dedication on part of the development team, yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. I'll leave it like that for now. But yeah, definitely the clearer communication. We need more of that. Less free, because do you guys remember, I don't know, some people in here might not have been playing when they used to do it, but they used to do this thing on Twitter where like once a month they'd have like a newsletter and they'd input like a bunch of pictures on Twitter at news time on like really early on in the month, and they'd give us a silhouette for the future super evolution of the month. They'd give us a breakdown of new events that are happening. They'd give us like teasers for upcoming features that might release in a future update. Like those newsletters that would come out at the start of each month were wicked. They needed to do more of those. I actually really like that. The errors, obviously, it's pretty straightforward. More playable content, more Pirate Alliance features, and more accessibility to booster characters. Seems pretty cut and dry. Would you recommend One Piece Treasure Cruise to a friend or an acquaintance? Of course, because One Piece Treasure Cruise is the best game ever created. Facts. No cap on a stack, for real. Alright, regarding One Piece Treasure Cruise, how do you feel about the following points? I feel that the players' opinions are reflected in this game and its services. Somewhat. There's definitely been times where we have suggested stuff to the team, and they have been put in. It's simple as that. It has happened. It has happened, but it needs to happen more often, obviously. I feel like it is a central part of my life, or is something that I live for. Yes, absolutely. I want to enjoy this game even more. Absolutely. I want to be inspired by this game. I already am. I want to enjoy this with my friends and family. Absolutely. I want to talk about this game with other people. You goddamn right. Yes, it does apply. Yes. There we go. No question. Please select the events that you enjoy playing from the following list of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Please select the top 3 events that you enjoy playing from the following list. They put the I Am Odin event. Ain't nobody selecting that event. Ain't nobody selecting that. Ain't nobody selecting Grand Party. That's just not happening. Pirate Alliance Kizuna Clash. Yes, that's a bunch of fun. You can do up to 3, so you don't have to select 3. And you can select other as well. I'm sure a lot of people are going to say GARP challenges. That's going to be the thing that a lot of people are going to say. And while I think GARP challenges probably would be awesome to return, I think it's not necessary. It's just people want content. That's the thing, right? Arenas are really fun. I do like Rumble. I like normal Rumble. I don't like Super Rumble and I don't like Grand Party, but I do like normal Rumble. Please select the events that you enjoy playing the most from the following 3. Please select 1 event. So now we're just selecting 1. So definitely the Kizuna for sure. Next. If you have any other points about the game or comments about services you would like us to provide. Oh, well, here you go. This is what you want. So on this list here, for any other stuff that we can leave for them, I got fighting against friends in Pirate Rumble, which I would absolutely love to see. Greater communication with the players. A Twitter newsletter like what we'd seen in past years, which is a lot of fun and a lot of people look forward to them. More features added to Pirate Alliance, because outside of, blitz battles that will occasionally occur and, Super Pirate Rumble and Kizuna, like, it's just bare bones basic stuff. But if there were features and modes that were solely focused on the core feature of Pirate Alliance, I think that would be really fun. I think like a punching bag event like Dokkan Battle, where you can do as much damage as possible to test out teams, would be a lot of fun. Easier ways to acquire booster characters to level up your units, and also past characters that haven't returned, whether they be rare recruits or free characters. I think I'd be happy with that. I know a lot of people would love to see more GARP challenges. Personally, I'm indifferent. You know, yes or no, I wouldn't mind if they bring him back. If they don't bring him back, I'm not that upset, to be honest. And there we go. I think we're completed. This is the end of the questionnaire. Thank you for your reply. No worries. So we are done with that, which is cool. So